Welcome to Panther Games. If you're listening on audio platforms such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify, links are in the bio below.
Feel free to leave a review and let us know what you guys thought, and if there's any ways we can improve, or if there's anything you guys just want to hear more of. Enjoy the episode, guys.
Thanks. Hello, everyone, for the second take. Welcome back to episode 34 of Panther Talks. Nailed it the first time, fucked it up the second. But using the first take's fucking audio wouldn't even work because the audio was the fucking reason we're taping this.
Hey!
We were just starting to discuss how the week's been, how I've done a weird thing and moved over to Windows 11, changed the central taskbar because it's fucking horrid to the left side, and then proceeded to realise no audio is recording. When I updated to Windows 11, it fucking scrapped my audio settings for OBS. Because fuck me, I guess.
Absolutely.
So, for this episode, we obviously have quite a few fucking things to cover. We have the news that's come out in the past week.
Some business.
Oh yeah, some bits on Payday 3 because that's in public beta test. And then we have Starfield. But
oh yeah, Starfield's going to be a journey and a half to cover.
Oh yeah. But we have some bits that we should probably cover straight out of the gate.
I think we definitely save Starfield till after we've done all the normal stuff and whatever else after that too.
100%. But we do have something that we need to cover quite early, don't we?
What might that be, Roy?
That might be the giveaway from last week.
Oh, absolutely, sir.
Because I think we should probably just discuss here how well this actually went for us. I've started the live, by the way. Absolutely. So that's all there. So just to put this across, I checked this earlier because we got our fifth, I think it was, fifth or sixth? 1, 2, 3, 6.
Entry, you remember?
Yeah, we got our sixth
entry.
Have 6. Earlier this morning, I believe it was. 3 hours ago, there it is. And that entry was the 69th view. And we're now at 72 views, which is our highest viewed video on our channel. So thank you all so much for that.
Okay, here the 6th entry was. They're going to be so happy that they were the 69th view.
Oh yeah, 100%. So well done on that one, Floppy Disk 23.
With the absolute goated name too.
Oh yeah. We were discussing before this, if you won, would it be possible to get it sent to you on a floppy disk? But
it would be too good. It would be too good. Imagine if it was possible, man.
If only. But the other thing I would like to say a massive thank you to people for is we actually had 5 subscribers before this. So if you add 6 to the 5, that makes it 11. We had an extra 2 subscribers that never entered the actual giveaway. They just subscribed, which I would just like to take a moment to say thank you very much to everyone for that, which is absolutely great of you. And yeah, we do hope everyone enjoyed last week's episode. So we will run, I suppose, now that the stats are out on this. Oh yeah, we got 1 download on the audio. But yeah, we did quite well overall. I've added everyone's name to the little spinny wheel that I use, as everyone can see. It's now on the screen.
Loving the loving the way we're doing this, the spinning wheel.
I always use the spinning wheel. It's great. Sometimes I actually have about 5 of these created for games what I have with different people. So I just open the link and it tells me all the games that we've got in common in a list. I just spin it. It's like, what do you want to play? Don't know. Click the fucking wheel.
Press the button.
Wait, add our bot to your Discord server and spin wheels from Discord. Yes, please. I would fucking use that. But to focus on the primary aspect, this will dictate pretty much who wins the giveaway.
Yep. So, fingers crossed for you all.
Yeah,
Whoever the lucky winner is, I'm sure will be very happy.
it'll be a great time. Once the winner does come out, and I know we're doing a bit of rambling here beforehand, I do apologise, but I just want to get this put across. Once the winner is announced, it will be published in this episode, so just leave a comment in the description of a Discord tag or something that I can contact you on, and I will get in contact with you after you leave a comment to let me know. But yeah.
Isn't there a way to like message people on YouTube?
I accidentally spam. There should
Oh.
be.
Who's it gonna be?
STIII V19 is the winner.
Sounds like Steve.
I know, right? I believe 4 days ago. And I would also like to say thank you to everyone for leaving a comment in the way that we asked. So everyone left a comment about what really pulled them for this game, and it really it was nice to see and understand all the different reasons. I mean, the floppy disk person from earlier put, I think the game is really good, but I doubt Starfield won Game of the Year, as the internet has mixed opinions on it for some reason. Still,
Well,
Starfield... What, sorry?
we can come. I think we come back to these comments a little
Yeah,
later,
that's a fair point.
as they're related to Starfield, because there's a lot to cover.
That's actually a good idea.
And then we can go over them and see how we're feeling about
Yeah.
it all.
So, yeah, very well done to Stevie19. I hope you're happy about the win anyways. Was happy for you, honestly. So just leave a comment, either one of your usernames for an application, or as I usually have quite in the open, my Discord tag. I believe it's on my Twitter account. I do believe so. If you want to message me through that, do feel free to add me there, and I will get that sorted with you as soon as. If it is not claimed though by the next episode, we will rerun the wheel. So
I think your best bet to make sure we get the right person, I think you should message them through YouTube.
yeah, I will give that an
Because
attempt.
anyone could. I think that's the only way it should be claimed is you getting a Discord name from the YouTube account and
Yeah,
nothing else, just to like make sure it's
that
them.
would actually be the better bet. Yeah. So
Just better safe than sorry.
leave a comment with your Discord name in, and we'll discuss from there. As I said though, if there is no comment for over a week, we will rerun it the week after. So please get in contact as soon as. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good, Chief.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. So, to the regular editions of our weekly podcast at this point. Man sentenced to prison after monetizing gaming videos.
How's that work?
So, I came across this, and the only reason it's come up as gaming news is because obviously he monetized gaming videos, that's it.
Yeah.
So, after uploading YouTube videos to his channel, a 53-year-old man receives a prison sentence and a fine for violating his country's Anti-Piracy Act.
How's this work?
That's kind of what's... Fucking hell, he got charged a fair bit, actually. A Japanese YouTube user has been sentenced to 2 years in prison and fined 1 million yen for making money from copyrighted materials violating anti-privacy laws. The conviction sets a precedent globally with potential ripple effects on how games and studios handle streamers and content creators in relation to copyright laws. Reactions to the verdict are mixed, with some supporting the protection of copyright holders' property rights, while others dispute claims that sales would be significantly impacted by content creators uploading spoilers or discussing anime and games. Now, I've only just thought about this, but Didn't PewDiePie move to Japan?
At some point, I think. I don't know if he's still there or not. I don't really. I remember hearing about it,
I've
but I don't really
not
care for
followed
following it.
him for a long time.
No, me either. I mean, I never have really, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look.
He's one of the biggest people on YouTube, so you tend to hear about it quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's moved to Japan.
Hmm.
That I'm hoping then he's decided. Well, from the seams of things, anyways, he decided to move away from fucking games a long time before. So, yeah, that kind of kills that avenue if he decided to go into it again.
Yeah. Was it him or?
It doesn't say. It just says Japanese YouTube user. Oh wait, no, here we are. According to reports, a Japanese YouTube user was tried and convicted for violating anti-piracy laws that prohibit making any sort of profit from copyrighted material. The YouTube user in question, 53-year-old Shinobu Yoshida,
I think it's safe to say it's not PewDiePie.
yeah, was accused and found guilty of making money off of content from visual novels and anime and was sentenced to 2 years in prison and fined 1 million yen, just over $6,700.
That's really not a whole lot.
It's not as much as you'd think, is it?
No.
I've got to say, yen's bloody price to the UK is always a bit odd. The anti-piracy group known as Content Overseas Distribution Association, or CURDA, stated that the content that Yoshida uploaded contained spoilers from and content from the Steins Gate visual novel series, as well as episodic summaries of the anime Steins Gate and Spy X Family. While some video game companies and production studios such as Nintendo have different bylaws and content programs such as the Nintendo Ambassador program, this differs from company to company. However, some companies ban the practice outright and use anti-piracy laws to take down videos as they see fit. I've got to say, I'm very unsure why they mentioned Nintendo's Ambassador program when Nintendo are some of the most prolific strikers in history. What the hell was that sound? It sounded like a bad trumpet in the background.
It was just me basically snickering at that.
Sounded like a bad trumpet.
Alright, well, I'm sorry, sir. I just won't mention anything ever again.
I never said that. Always got to be melodramatic, don't you?
Never wanted to respond to you anyway.
Bullshit. In a follow-up... What? What was that?
Nothing, buddy. You can listen to it in the rerun, don't worry.
If I can overhear you, yeah. We'll see. In a follow-up verdict from his arrest back in May for the YouTube uploads, Yoshida was sentenced to serve 2 years in prison in order to pay back a 1 million yen fine, which is approximately $6,700, went over already. However, Yoshida willingly admitted that his Let's Play videos and other uploads were clear violations of Japanese law. During the trial, Yoshida said, as part of my hobby, I wanted someone to see what I had made. Kurda condemned the uploads of copyrighted content and claimed that consumers would not be as incentivized to spend actual money on games and anime episodes if they were spoiled by uploads from content creators. Kurda also accused Yoshida of unfairly gaining advertising revenue through copyright infringement. I'm really unsure how to feel about it. Because this is such a common practice nowadays.
Yeah, isn't it just?
And, I mean, Let's Play videos I don't think should be classified under this. Because at the end of the day, you're adding your own part to it.
I feel like Let's Play videos are more just playing through a game.
Yeah.
Anything else. That's the whole point of a Let's Play video, you know?
Exactly. And at the end of the day, if you're adding your own commentary and content, and you're making it your own thing, it should be seen as otherwise. The anime, though, I do have to agree with them on that. I find it very weird that people react to other people's content and don't really comment. They'll just sit and watch the entire thing and then say like one or two words afterwards. That I find
Yeah,
very weird.
that's pretty much just stealing their content then.
Exactly.
You're not doing any input of your own. And honestly, technically speaking, I feel like whoever uploaded a video should be able to create a claim
Yeah.
against someone watching over their video and reacting to it in any sort of way
Yeah.
without their permission.
Oh, I get that to an extent. I just don't want it ever to become the point where people who create these scam games that we spoke about one of the other weeks
Oh yeah,
would be able to put up one of these claims and then just get rid of any video that's criticizing them for scamming people because it uses clips of my game.
I
I think
suppose
it's a very dangerous line.
that would have to be actually looked into and not have an automatic bot, but then it's a lot of work for whoever has to look into it.
Yeah, and let's be honest, YouTube's automated bots are not known for being fucking fantastic, are they?
Nope, not at all.
But no, I thought I'd throw in the weird first situation because it popped up and I was a bit like, what in the hell's name has gone off here? But yeah, thought that was kind of an interesting one. So, Payday 3.
Yes.
The open beta is currently accessible until I believe it's Monday, I believe. And a lot of people were excited about this. I know I was. And then I found out some news that kind of ruined my excitement for it.
What's that?
So, on one side, it's good because you can play with your friends through the beta now, which is nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the first beta, there was only one heist, set amount of equipment, that sort of stuff.
As expected.
Yeah. Except it turns out this beta isn't how a lot of people are thinking. It's not a game technical beta. So the build is the exact same as the first build that we played in the private beta. It's a server test build. So basically, it's the exact same build. The only thing is they're trying to test how the servers are going to cope when the game comes out.
I mean, that honestly kind of makes sense.
It does make sense, but for someone who's already played the private beta, unless you've got a few friends that you want to play with, it kind of takes a bit of the enjoyment aspect out of it.
Yeah.
I know I was a bit gutted when I came to it, but I played a bit last night with a friend of mine. And we had a good bit of fun, apart from one absolute fucking troglodyte. Basically, they added die packs to the bank that you've got to rob.
Yeah.
And when you go through basically, when you go through the floor above with thermite, you drop down in, and you've got a door which needs to be pick locked, and it's got loads of money needing to be bagged up. And then on your right side, you've got a load of safety deposit box that you can pick lock.
Okay.
So you pick lock that door, you open it, and then you have so long before all the die packs and the money set off. You have to disable each individual. Now, you need about 2 people to disable all the die packs in that room. That's it. It's not a difficult thing to do. And you still get some money even if the money is die packed. You just don't get as much.
Right.
So, some dickhead in mine and my friend's team yesterday, in this rando, this other rando decided, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go in. Disabled 4 out of the 8. So we had
Jeez,
4
that's
bags.
basically half the money.
Well, the full amount would have been about probably 600k. We ended up walking away with about 420k.
Jeez, that's a good chunk then.
Oh yeah. But he turned around and tried calling me a moron because I told him to take the die packed bags. He didn't like it. Apparently, I'm a child. I learn new things about myself every day from playing games
So
on the internet.
yeah,
But no, it was good to just play it a bit again. I'm more looking forward to seeing the final build because a lot of
yeah,
information that they had up literally said even the HUD that you use in the beta is completely different in the main game, and they showed a screenshot to show you that, and that was
yeah.
very interesting.
Well, it was nice though to see that. I know it's maybe not ideal. There's sort of this is the same thing, but at least they're actually properly doing some thorough testing, trying to make sure things are going to work properly. Because
Oh,
imagine the day
100%.
of release and their servers are fucked, or like there's something just constantly crashing your game.
Yeah, they definitely need to be focused. I mean, I get 3 day early access because Payday is something that, to be honest, it means a lot to me. That game franchise, I absolutely love the games, really do. Did find the storyline a bit weird at the end of Payday 2 with the Nephilims and shit, but it was fascinating and it was enjoyable. But I pre-ordered Payday 3. I paid the £80 for the gold edition, like a pillock, and I get
I
access
mean,
on the
let's be
18th of
honest.
September.
Let's be honest, alright? You can't lie to anyone. You're gonna put an absurd amount of time into Payday 3.
Oh, fucking guaranteed I am.
So I don't see anything wrong with you buying the gold edition.
Oh no. And the thing is that I've said to like a few of my friends is, if I get access my 3 days early, most of my friends are just gonna get it on Game Pass anyways. So by the time it comes out on the 21st, I can tell them it's worth the time. It's worth downloading and getting on and actually having a laugh with it.
Yeah,
And
it's a
if
win-win then.
they, yeah, exactly. And at the same time, if they do what they did with Payday 2, where the DLCs end up you only one of you need it to play the DLC maps, that's great. Because I've got, I think it's 1 year, is it? I get a full year worth of a season pass for 4 heists, tailor packs, and weapon packs.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is what I'd like to cover next. They've revealed a roadmap and DLC plans.
Oh.
See if I can find it. Here it is. What's better than Payday? More Payday.
Oh
Presenting
yeah.
the absolute packed roadmap for Payday 3's first year. What do you think? What do you look forward to most? Now, I saw this on Twitter because I've constantly been looking at this. It's great. So, year one, the bad apple. Winter 2023. First DLC, syntax error. Seems like it's going to be very technical. It's even got a picture of a server. Spring 2024 DLC 2, Boys in Blue. Clearly talking about the police. It's even got a donut. Got an idea of that one. Summer 2024, The Land of the Free, DLC 3, and that's also got the Justice Scales. Fall of 2024, Fear and Greed, DLC 4, and it's got like the sort of stock market symbol, which is interesting. Then it says additional content, and this is the bit that kind of fucking just confused the shit out of me at first. Seasonal events, playable characters, skill lines, new enemies, weapons, Unreal 5 update, cosmetics, new features, quality of life updates, and much more.
No, it sounds like they've got loads planned. They're definitely not going to stop anytime soon. And I mean, if we go back to Payday 2 from them, weren't there constant updates for that even after like DLCs and stuff were done?
Fucking hell. Let me just check Payday 2 actually. I think they've
I feel
only
like
just finished the DLCs.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought okay. I didn't know they did that much. Wow. I knew
Uh,
the game was constantly being updated, like probably like tiny bug fixes, small changes here and there. But I feel
Payday
like
2's got an event going on right now.
wait, really?
Yes, for Dying Light 2.
Okay. Well, losing focus of the topic at hand. I can imagine that they're going to do the same thing. Unreal 5 sounds interesting to me. That's catching my ear most.
Oh
That
yeah.
sounds really interesting.
Coming over to the Unreal 5 engine is honestly, it's done a good thing for it. It's looking well, and seeing it continue push through to Unreal 5, I think it's just gonna keep going well. It'll take some
Yeah.
time to get it optimized properly, but I think they will get
Oh,
there.
I can
And when
believe
it
it.
does, I think it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, from the sounds like the way they're doing this open beta, it sounds like they are just trying to make sure the game's going to be like it's going to work the way that it's intended, and
Oh
then
yeah.
they'll work on making the game look as amazing as it can, which is the way to do it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I will be honest, and I don't know how many people really enjoyed Payday 2 story. If you haven't played through it, I highly recommend it. The secrets and shit like that going on is phenomenal. But to play through the Payday 2 storyline, there were so many secrets and Easter eggs and shit that all played a part into the secret ending, and that secret ending was phenomenal. But it kind of also brings some worry because every heister that came with Payday 2 had a reason. Like they were a part of the story. And we've got two heisters already announced. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I've not actually heard anything about Payday. I
So,
was away for a couple of days. I didn't really see or hear any news.
so you know Joy from Payday 2, who was the
Mhm.
Nintendo Switch heister. Uh, she's been announced for Payday 3.
Oh, they're bringing back some of the older characters.
It seemed like it, but then they announced someone called Pearl. And I'm kind of a bit gutted, to be honest, because Pearl basically has a very similar job to what Clover did in Payday 2. And
Yeah,
I quite like Clover's character, so it was kind of a bit gutting because it looks like just a complete replacement.
yeah.
And I am kind of a bit worried about that. But
In fairness, it's 10 years ago or some. Or how long? How long was Payday 2?
10 years, they celebrated their 10-year anniversary just last month.
Yeah, so you could imagine that they might struggle to get everyone back from
Oh, yeah.
the second game.
Well, I don't know if you noticed this though, but do you remember how original Hoxton came back in Payday 2? It was a
No,
big fucking thing.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to devastate you, Roy.
What?
I didn't even know how to like go about doing the storyline Payday. I just went in, did heist, called it a day.
In the top left corner, mate, there's literally a thing saying storyline.
Hmm. Honestly, never saw it.
Hell,
If I was to launch the game right now, I would look at where you're saying it is and be like, wow, that's there.
to be fair, they did only add that about 2, 3 years ago.
It just, I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm just, well, I know I'm an idiot, but, and you're going to agree that I'm an idiot, but when it came to, like, navigating Payday's menus and stuff, it
It
was
was
very
horrid.
confusing to me.
It
I
was horrid.
literally, I just went in, did missions, and that was it. Never really looked too much further into the game, just enjoyed trying to figure out how to do missions in stealth, and that was about it.
No, I get that. The heist I'm referring to then is the Hoxton Breakout heist. Basically, the original Hoxton was replaced when Payday 2 came out. He was replaced by Dallas's brother called Houston now.
Yeah.
And eventually they had an entire story reasons to why they did it, but basically what happened was they tried replacing Hoxton's voice actor. The players didn't like it. The players petitioned and got the original Hoxton back.
That's
And
hilarious.
so Hoxton's Reborn came out of it, and that's his mask with the burn down the side of his face. Because while he was in prison, apparently he got an acid burn from a prisoner, bleach burn, something like
Yeah.
that. Anyways, Houston kept the original Hoxton mask, whereas Hoxton came out and had his new mask, so he kept using that. But Hoxton, our Hoxton, the new one, the original one, is in the Payday 3 trailer. Houston is not. Houston is nowhere near or mentioned.
Mm.
After the storyline itself and the secret ending that happened. Which, by the way, if anyone is interested in Payday 3 story, Payday 2 story, there's a guy called Knowingly, I think it is, on YouTube, does a 4-hour video on the entire story from Payday 1 to Payday 2 complete. Highly recommended watch. I absolutely loved watching that. I rewatched it yesterday again. It was great.
That's madness, man.
Oh yeah, but it's good fun. But yeah, so they brought them back. So I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with the old cast, especially considering so many of them were vital in what happened in Payday 2 story and what went on. And Joy was connected to one of the people who gave us contracts. So I'm intrigued to see where he is in regards to it all as well. Because so far we've just got some random woman shouting down the consoles, and we have no idea about her.
That's one way of putting it, I guess.
That's all we know about her so far. So I am intrigued. But Payday 2 did recently have another update, and basically it brought out 4 audio tapes that you can find in old missions of 4 different groups that kind of helps to set the stage for Payday 3 story. Like the people in the Garnet group, if you remember that wonderful heist. The owner and his son slowly going crazy because the Payday gang kidnapped the son and kept stealing all their diamonds. But yeah, that's Payday 3 at the moment.
Certainly a lot happening, and certainly a lot more to come.
Oh, definitely. And I can't wait to see what comes next, to be honest. So, we're on to the main topic, Will.
Oh, wow, already?
Yeah, there wasn't much in regular news this week, and to be honest, I'm kind of happy about it. Because
we will have a lot to go over with Starfield, so
that's what I'm thinking. So, I would like to ask, where do you think we should begin?
Well, we can go straight to the usual, where we sort of have a nosy at player reviews and see what people think about it.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. So, in my opinion, the most trustable source is usually Steam. Steam is usually relatively trustable when it comes to these sort of things. So, Steam Starfield is sat at 79% positive with 31,894 reviews. Now,
Not amazing, but still pretty good.
Yeah, we do have to take into account on this that we obviously have Game Pass, which is a lot cheaper for people to access, and a lot of people were uncertain whether they were going to enjoy this due to it being a brand new IP. Now, I'm going to pull up the Game Pass reviews, because it turns out Game Pass does have game reviews. Not as detailed, but does have them.
Did not know that.
In which Starfield is sat at a 25% 5-star, 10% 4-star, 10% 3-star, 14% 2-star, and 42% 1-star reviews.
Then again, look at the total.
2.6.
There's only 175 reviews, though.
Oh, 100% there are. But, honestly, I'm kind of a bit confused with some of the reviews. More of the same as expected, basically talking about how it's just a typical Bethesda game. All you can eat oatmeal buffet. Like, sure, there's tons of oatmeal, but like, is this life? Is this living? It's just nothing but oatmeal. Basically calling it bland. Absolute slop. Feel complete apathy playing this game. Played for 10 hours, 10 plus hours, and left feeling drained and incredibly bored. Basically, that's just the main thing of what you get from it. What a mess. On every level, this game is a very low quality. 7 years to make. This is a joke. Bad writing, gameplay, and graphics. Broken sound. and the worst menu system in a game, a disaster. The sound actually works fine. My issue with the sound was literally I didn't run it on an SSD, and that was my own silly fault, but I fixed that very quickly. The writing I've actually found to be really good. Like relationship lines in Skyrim and stuff.
Yeah.
How they were just suddenly, oh, you're looking for someone. That sort of random crap. That I thought was quite bad for stuff like this, but as I saw someone like Many a True Nerd post on Twitter yesterday, he felt a lot more interconnected to his character and to their relationship that they built because it felt a lot more real. It was a lot more realistic in how the relationship was built over time. It wasn't just suddenly, oh, you like me, cool, now we're dating.
Yeah, you do one thing for them.
Yeah, exactly. It's none of that
in
crap.
Skyrim, you return the claw to Laverian. I don't freaking remember.
Yeah.
You
I know
get
what you mean.
Whiterun, and all of a sudden you can marry Camilla.
It just doesn't make sense. But no, it's interesting due to this. But things like this game runs like shit on PC. It's a joke. I don't think it does. What I do find is that it would have run a lot better if they'd have done the DLSS on PC, which they didn't. They ran with AMD's preferred system, which someone then went and made a mod for DLSS for. And now he's getting upset because people are pirating his mod because he's trying to charge £5 a person for it.
Yeah.
People should know by now, and it's quite common knowledge. People who play Bethesda games do not ever try and charge them for mods.
No
it doesn't work. Yeah.
So what's going to happen is you're going to make yourself a very unliked person by a lot of people who know a lot about code.
Oh, exactly. Now, some people think, oh, that's probably all. But people decided they weren't going to just go and be dicks and, pirate the mod. No. People decided to just remake the mod from scratch themselves.
I was fully expecting this to be like meme mods.
You'd think so. There are some meme mods, like Nazim's face for a flashlight.
Oh, there's plenty.
Oh, yeah. I actually have a couple of mods installed now. One of them removes all the filters, over the game world. And you'd think it looks worse, but in actuality, it looks really nice. This is it, actually. Like,
it's
you can...
far better.
Yeah, you can see the difference instantly.
Why? What's with the filter? Why have they done this?
I don't know. But a simple mod, like, looking at that, it's night and fucking day, literally.
It's like almost a grain filter they've done.
Yeah, and you can't get rid of that with settings. So I installed this mod, and honestly, I feel the game looks so much better with it. And
no, it absolutely does.
It took these screenshots
alone.
Yeah. This is the only bit I am a bit 50-50 on, because I do like how this looks. But I don't like that. It's like they dulled down lighting sources. But for some of it looks right, for others, not so much. So, yeah. With it all dulled down and things like that, some mods like this are sometimes well worth going for. I'm not touching Star UI inventory as much as it did give me a good chuckle, I do have to admit. For people who don't know, Sky UI is one of the most common, most installed Skyrim mods of all time because it just makes the inventory better. But I don't see much of a difference.
Again, I'm not a crazy fan of Sky UI, man.
Oh, I know you're
I've
not,
put
but
that much time into vanilla Skyrim that I've got more than used to the way it works and
oh,
where everything
same.
is.
Same, mate. But the reason you install Sky UI is because most mods rely on it.
Yeah, yeah, quite
That's
literally.
it. Like I can happily work on basic, but so many mods rely on it that you
I love
need
how
it
like
installed.
I feel like majority of mods for Skyrim rely on like 3 to 5 mods in specific, like all of them.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, installing all this is really easy. You can do it via Vortex for most of it. If you want to be able to keep earning achievements though during the process, that is a file drag and drop, but it's not difficult to do in the slightest.
And there's probably a full tutorial for it as well. So
Oh, it's literally on the bloody thing. I think
yes,
this is it. This is the one I
so
got.
you're not gonna have any troubles.
On this, go there, download that, go to your actual one, Starfield, rename it to that. Now copy over the one you just downloaded, create a folder called plugins, download this mod, drag it into the plugins folder. You're done. Literally a 20-second job, and it all works. Can't fault it. The modding is nice and simplistic. I am going to try the DLSS mods soon because I do want to switch it. Because, dear God, forcing us. Oh, I also installed this. Removes all the intro screens and all the other crap. So I think the way I
Is it
have
one
it
of
is
those
just
games that has
this.
like 6 or 8 flipping
You
like
have
publishers' names or something for you to look at as the game's loading
so
that you just can't skip?
you have this, and then Bethesda, and then you get this pop up as well. And also you get it basically where it just throws up Starfield straight away in front of your face, and you got to click to get to the menu. Instead, with this install, it literally just takes you straight here where it's your menu, and then it just says Starfield in the background. Takes off about 10 to 15 seconds per time loading. So much better. And the other thing I have been told to definitely check out, take a look at the smooth ship reticles and things like that, because apparently the menus were built in 30 FPS, making
Ooh.
them very laggy feeling. I might also install the underlaid menus because the menus do feel like they just take so much longer.
Yeah, I mean you can visibly see the change there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff to look into modding wise, and I do highly recommend it. So yeah, everyone should definitely check these things out. Modding on PC and Starfield, always a good thing.
Absolutely.
So let's get to the last news article before we get onto the proper continuation news. Starfield a surprise throwback to Oblivion. Bethesda's open-world sci-fi RPG Starfield contains a surprise throwback to the studio's classic fantasy game The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Starfield features Easter eggs and references to Oblivion, like the store, the best defense. Players exploring Hopetown and Starfield can visit the best defense store, which was also present in The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Starfield players are encouraged to look out for other Easter eggs in the vast game world, including references to Oblivion, other Bethesda games, and pop culture in general. Let's be honest, they found one so far. This game is so big, they're going to be finding them for years to come.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Starfield, if you look at Bethesda's history and how many games they have and how long those games have lived and how big and beloved those games have been, and then you take a look at Starfield, which is supposedly they're going to be their biggest release for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be Easter eggs everywhere. And if there's
Guaranteed.
supposedly 1,000 planets, there are 100%. Here is what I'm willing to bet on. There will be like hard to find planets that will be like miniature replicas of previous games.
I
It
don't
is
believe there are
such
yet.
it is such a missed opportunity. If they don't take that up, then it is honestly a waste.
It would be funny, to be fair.
But imagine like you land on a planet and there's just Whiterun in the distance.
Yeah, it would be very interesting.
Or you just
I,
come across like a red rocket station.
yeah, exactly. Things like that would be really fascinating to see, and it would bring you kind of back thinking, oh, right, so they are all in the same universe like we thought.
Not even for them to be in the same universe. Literally just
An
to
Easter egg.
reference back to them. Just
Yeah,
to
that'd be
give you
nice.
a bit of a throwback, a nice bit of nostalgia.
100% that'd be nice. So, I got into some debates this week.
Oh no, here we go. Roy's been a bad boy.
I get into the occasional debate. It does happen. Some people are just a bit too dumb for me to hold my tongue. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I basically was just talking about Starfield, and I just had to say it. The amount of people who are having issues that are resolved by using an SSD rather than HDD is overwhelmingly stupid
This
because
is
it does
exactly
stay.
why I didn't want to get the game when I found out I didn't have enough space on my SSD
Yeah,
because I knew this was going to happen.
100%.
I knew the HDD was just going to cause problems. Not necessarily cause problems, it wouldn't be able to fix the problems that were already there,
Yeah,
which an SSD does.
no, exactly. Um, I called out one guy because obviously, as I said, someone tried charging us for a mod, and people weren't happy about it, so they were pirating it. This guy's reply was, "This shit is a new lure from PC terrorists. How are you going to gonna pirate from someone that's helping you make the game better?" Lol. I just put PC terrorists. You peeps really love pushing extremist narratives, don't you? Comparing us to people who kill thousands of innocents and put terror into the hearts of millions. It's a new low, I'll tell you that. But hey, if we put terror into your heart, that seems like your issue. But hey, I'm a reasonable person. Simply realise you fucked up and apologise, and we can discuss our positions like adults rather than this pathetic excuse to vilify a community. Surprisingly, I got silenced.
um, did we discuss once about how I'm fairly certain we did. There was someone that was going to start charging the people to make the mods, and
Bethesda.
they would get like they were going to get a percentage of it, blah blah blah. Like if you look back at that and see how that went with the company that made the games,
Yeah,
and see
it
how they
flopped.
got shut down real quick. You think one random person that came and made a mod that probably hundreds of others were like either had on their list or were in the middle working on, and they're gonna try and charge because they were just first to do it. It's just not gonna end well.
Oh no. I mean, there were EMBs day one. Of course, the guys who were working on the fucking DLSS and shit. There was about 8 of them, and there will probably be so many uploaded that eventually we'll have a result of this one's the best. And when we get that result, that will be the one that will be used from that point on. Everyone who works in the industry knows that. So why would anyone pay you a fiver for the sake of about a week of you being
Yeah.
at number one? So I had to argue with this guy. I've argued with him a few times in the past. King Thrash, he's known as. He's a YouTube reviewer. He's not a great guy, to be honest, but that's something entirely different. PlayStation exclusive sold 5 mil. Xbox multiplayers 1 mil. Didn't Fallout 4 sell 14 million at launch? How Bethesda lose 13 million buyers? Bro, eliminate Game Pass today. It not only cannibalizes your sales, but it also murders engagement. Remember, Starfield has to be successful. Microsoft board has goals set that has to be met, as said under oath during the FTC case. Let's hope a new Game Pass members jumped on, otherwise this can lead to big trouble at Xbox. It's clear the plans failed. So at this point, he decided to share God of War Ragnarok sells 5 million copies in a week, becomes fastest selling first party PlayStation game. And then Starfield exceeded 1 million concurrent players across all platforms today, thanks to all the players who helped us reach this great milestone, and congrats to Bethesda Studios. Now, Will, have you noticed what the error is here?
The only thing I'm seeing is across all platforms, there's only 2 platforms.
Well, that's true, but do you know what the word concurrent means?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that translate to Xbox multiplayer players 1 million? He's pushing the idea that 1 million concurrent players is equal to sold. In other words, Xbox only sold 1 million copies.
Yeah.
Which is incorrect. Because I told you I got into a debate. They released this a few minutes later.
Jesus.
Yeah, kind of blew that out of the way because this was release morning. But basically, I was debating with another guy. Where is he? Where's the little leprechaun? Here he is. A friend of mine was debating with him. Because he posted about how your post assumes nobody's actually buying the game, which is false. Trying to explain what concurrent means. Someone responds back, how many bought it? If they didn't announce it, it's right to affirm it's a failure. I don't get how that's right in the slightest. And then my friend responds, it's officially been out for 1 day. Not even Sony announces their sales that quickly. You cope how you need to. In this case, you're leading towards being slow. It's been out. It's out more than a week. Anyone who wanted to play just needed to buy the game. Sony announced game sales in 3 days. Except, no, it had been on early access for 5 days before. That's not release date, though. They're very different things. Which is what he tried to point out to them. To which the kid responds back, 3 days, it's what Sony takes to share sales numbers. If you can play it, then the game is out. So I replied back, but that wouldn't be an exact representation. That would be the equivalent of going right, Far Cry 6 sales. We will only count the players of the highest priced digital sale. It's dumb and doesn't give an accurate representation. But hey, here's day 1 plus the early access figures posted a few minutes ago just for you.
Sure, that shut them up real fast, man.
Yeah, I don't get replies very often. It's kind of sad. I feel very lonely when I'm on Twitter. Oh, yeah, my Discord is actually on my Twitter. Didn't know. But yeah, there's some time of me spending with dum-dums. Avoid Twitter at all costs, people. It just kills brain cells.
Maybe that's why they rebranded it.
Yeah, it kills X amount of brain cells.
That was terrible.
Thank you.
That was awful.
Thank you. So, Starfield is now on Metacritic officially. And it was sat at, I believe, 92, and then got dropped 5 points. Randomly. And everyone was kind of a bit shocked by this drop. Because oh wait, is that on the Xbox One then that you got dropped? Must have been. Weird. I thought I came across that earlier. Oh yeah, it is. It's on the Xbox One. I'll discuss that in a moment then. So no, that's not right. No, I
You're
thought
confused me, Roy. What are you trying to do here, man?
I was looking for Jim. I can't even say the fucking name, man. Let me just pull it up. It'd be easier for both of us. The Jimquisition. It's such a fucking weird name for something. Jim Stephanie Sterling's review of the game. They're a reviewer. They really. I mean, I'm just gonna read this review. It's not great at all, and it's kind of a bit backwards. If you're the kind of person who thinks video games peaked with Fallout 3's launch version and they've required neither evolution nor improvement since, this game is absolutely for you. If you believe Bethesda doesn't need to exhibit growth as an artistic outlet and hasn't had to change a thing about the way it's made games since 2008, I can safely say you'll adore Starfield because it's all that a Bethesda game has always been, and literally nothing more. Starfield is a shallow ocean, hiding its lack of creative ambition behind the physical size of a universe that's minuscule where it counts. In short, it's everything a fan of these games could love. There's a few reasons I hate this review, because this is only part of the review. But the part that they've decided to upload here is literally just digging at the fans. So, if you're a fan of Skyrim, here's a dig. If you're a fan of Fallout, here's a dig. Rinse, repeat, victory, apparently.
It's funny when people like call out basically an entire fan base of a specific game or genre or anything, because if it was really as bad as they're making it out to be, they wouldn't have the millions of people watching, right, waiting for any update on a new game or something coming out, or the new game that came out.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be 6 million concurrent players.
No. Oh, that's
It
not
would like,
concurrent.
well, in total, sorry, in
Yeah.
total. Like, it just doesn't make sense when they think that they can call this game out as if it's the worst game to ever be made, and yet, again, 6 million downloads.
Yeah.
And counting, without a doubt.
See, this is kind of where I stand on with Metacritic at the moment. Because as you can see, we're at a 5.6 user score. 2,068 positive, 453 mixed, and 1,914 negative. Now, I've been really 50-50 about all this, simply because if this was true, and these are all PC reviews, this is for the PC version, why is this not reflecting on the Steam score? So I'm not completely certain that this isn't some review bombing that's going on.
At the end of the day, as well, if you're looking at this, it's only 4,500 people reviewing.
Yeah.
Like, that's next to nothing. 4,500 out of 6 million players.
Yeah. This is 31,000, nearly 32,000 players out of about 2 mil. Still not a lot, but it's a lot better of a selection than what we're dealing with. I mean, Jesus, the things people have gone on about in the game. It's not the best, next best thing since sliced bread, but it's solid Bethesda game with tons of content. Just don't go looking for the next Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky. Which, I'm surprised people were looking at a Bethesda game like that, to be honest.
To be honest, if you're a fan of Bethesda, as I was saying for I'm not sure how long before the game was even released in early access, that it's not gonna be by any means perfect, not even close,
No.
and it will basically be left to the modding community to fix it. But if you are again like a Bethesda fan, you're gonna know that.
Yeah,
You're gonna look
100%.
back on the Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series and see that, you know, Sure, the base game may be great, but they are extremely buggy. There's a lot of things wrong with them, but there's so many ways to fix them if you just go to Nexus mods. And I would say the majority of the massive fans that have put loads of hours into each series already know that the first thing they're going to be doing on day of release is going to play for like an hour and see so many things that they don't like because let's be honest, you can't go to everyone's needs and make everyone like every single feature about the game. They're just going to go
Exactly.
straight to Nexus afterwards, download whatever they feel is necessary, whatever they want, and then end up playing the game and probably putting hundreds upon probably thousands of hours into it again. Meanwhile, everyone who just for no reason doesn't like it or is just upset about the state it's in, even though there are solutions to it, they would rather sit and complain about it.
Yeah.
But if
I
you look
mean,
at other games that have came out this year and like the state they've been in, you don't have Nexus to go to fix it. Don't do it, Rory. Bro. But like, you don't have Nexus mods to go to get like mods to add more to the game or fix any bugs and glitches. So honestly, at this rate for me, oh no, at this rate for me, Bethesda is making the base game that you require because it's a lot of work. They
I
have the
agree.
funds as well to get it all done, and then the community that are making mods are there to polish it. And
Yeah.
I know that's not the way it should be, but it's the way it is, man.
Oh, 100%, mate.
There's
100%.
nothing. There's nothing you can do to change it. It's the way things are, and I am more than happy to know that at least there's a way to get a really good game, and it doesn't cost you anything extra than what the game costs.
Yeah. No,
Now you
exactly.
do have the option, like there's plenty of things on Next that are like you can you can donate to the mod makers and so on and so forth, all stuff like that. And it's completely optional. But at the end of the day, they are there, and they're making the mods for us for free to make the game into whatever way you want it to be.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I paused a lot between almost every word. I was too intrigued to watching what was going on in the background.
I was trying to make an arrow, okay? It wouldn't work. I'm still learning Windows 11. It's interesting. It's a very interesting change. But no, I am very happy with Starfield so far. I would also like to just mention something, Will. I did send it you on Messenger, but I don't know whether you got it. Basically,
I looked at it when I had internet for about 5 seconds and then forgot about it afterwards.
it's all good. Basically, those places we visited last time
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
map,
I remember reading this.
you remember.
Yeah.
So we visited some locations last episode because I pulled up my game to share some bits about it. And those places I visited are still there for me to go back to at any time. I went back and loaded one, and it's the exact same map. Apparently, the planets are fully generated. You just need to go there. Someone has actually made a mod, by the way. I saw this when looking down the other day, in which you don't need to use your menus, which, to be honest, is something I've been getting a bit annoyed with. You just use menus more than anything for traveling. You don't have to use your menus anymore to fly to another planet. They've added a system to be able to do it. If we can get more like that, it won't be long until we get up to a point where someone's created a mod which will allow us to fly down to the planet and land where we want.
That was one thing I saw that people weren't happy about, that you can't
You might need to repeat that. Your mic's gone quiet.
That's because I was moving away. I saw like a few things to do with that where I've seen people not being too happy about not being able to manually land or take off, and a lot of things
Yeah,
similar to that.
I can understand it, to be honest.
There's not really anything you can say because they have had loads of time, and
Yeah,
honestly, you would have thought it was a feature they would think of that people are gonna want to do.
I thought the same, if I'm brutally honest, and it was kind of sad. more than anything that it wasn't
I
implemented.
definitely say it'd be disappointing.
But I'm hopeful that with the modders, they will bring it through.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
If
It
not,
might
if it
take a
comes through
while
later.
because, yeah, it might take a while. Oh, you know what? See, just seeing that, I see Diablo 4 there is rating. Quick random fact there. Did you know Diablo 4 went down to less than 700 viewers on Twitch?
Did it?
I don't know what it's sitting at right now, but it wasn't sitting pretty.
Let me know. Let's actually pull up Twitch quickly. I don't use it very often on here. I'm following very few people.
Just scroll down, and you'll find like all the games.
Oh, here we are.
And just find Diablo. But it was less than 700. So you gotta go down quite a bit.
Diablo.
Maybe too far there.
You know what? What?
It's really showing that you don't use Twitch.
Yeah, using the wrong bloody search bar. 1.3k. That's the total views it's sat at.
How much is it on right now, sorry?
1.3 thousand.
Not great.
No. It's really not. Oh.
Basically, sort of what I've heard as like final rundown is the storyline's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Replayability is non-existent.
Ah. Wonderful. Just what you want.
Yeah. So it's not great, especially given how Diablo 3 went. Like
Yeah.
Diablo 3, I don't know how many times I replayed through it. When a new season came out and all that.
Not
Speaking
really.
of as well, apparently Diablo 3, I don't know how true this is told to me by a friend, but it might be that Diablo 3 has a new season, which I thought the last one was the last season.
Yeah.
Apparently this one is all the seasons in one. I've not looked into it, but it would be really cool for like a sort of finale for the game.
It would be intriguing from what you're saying, but you'll have to give me a rundown at some point of how that works and what that'd be like.
I'm a clue I haven't looked into, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when you look into it, you'll have to give me a rundown.
I have to launch the game. That requires
Effort.
playing the game.
That requires mental fortitude and effort.
I have other games to play at the minute, man. Go on.
Yeah, you mean like let's see, Rust, and what is
Deep
it
Rock
you've been playing
Galactic.
again? Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic. That's been Will's current stream game, it seems.
I mean, I've literally played it for 2 days.
Yeah.
Played it Monday and Tuesday, and then I've been away the last 3 days. So you know.
See, at one time me and Will streamed together a bit, but then VR issues happened.
Still looking for a controller. Feel free to buy one of them and send it over to me.
I mean, as I said, mate, it's got two and brand new in box, 50 quid.
Well, then buy it, send it to me, I'll send you the money.
No, it's...
Because I can't find one.
I'll just ship them over.
Not unless I'm paying over like £100 for it.
Yeah, I came across it in a cash generators sort of thing.
Seems dodgy.
That's what I thought. So my thought is basically get them up here because they'll connect to my headset, and then fucking test it. That's the thought, anyways.
Yeah. Well, we see.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I do actually have two more things we can go over for Starfield before we're done. One of them's a little sad.
No,
It's a TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen with you on the TikTok so then you can hear the audio. I came across this earlier and it made me a bit sad. Gotta be honest. You let me know when you're ready and I'll start it.
Go for it. Oh wait, I'm not done the thing.
You what, sorry?
Go for it. Oh, isn't this one you sent me? Or no,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
different. Is it?
I sent it you earlier.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know
I
whether
want.
you've seen it.
I really don't know. I've not. I've been completely out of it today, man.
Well, we'll see anyways. We'll watch it all the way through before we say anything.
Sure.
Bethesda is honoring one of their biggest supporters in Starfield, a lifelong fan named Alex Hay. You see, Alex didn't get to jump into the game with the rest of us. He passed away in March after fighting a valiant battle against lung cancer. His final wish? For everyone to enjoy Starfield on his behalf. He knew he wasn't going to make it to release. On his final Reddit post, one of Alex's friends provided an update about his passing, as well as a little bit about him. He was a real Bethesda fan through and through. While Alex never got to play Starfield himself, his memory is honored and immortalized through a touching tribute, a heartwarming note that he wrote before his passing. If you enter Constellation Space Station the Eye, you'll find a message that reads, "To all my friends and fellow explorers, I'm always with you out there in the Starfield. Love always, Alex Hay." So, if you happen to come across this note, or if you make an awesome discovery somewhere out in the cosmos, take a moment of silence for Alex, a true explorer out there among the stars. Bethesda is...
I thought that was a really nice thing to do.
Yeah, man. That is like a true tribute.
It was such a sad, the last words to really get from the guy. It was like, ouch, man. Don't
Yeah.
do that to us.
No, it's very upsetting to hear.
But at the same time, it was good to see that he'd been remembered in such a way. I'm sure his
Yeah.
family and friends will be so happy to see it.
Absolutely.
I
Definitely
would
not
actually...
something you'd see happen often.
No, 100% not. And honestly, it was great to see it. One last weird thing, people may have noticed this. We actually have a tab now officially for podcasts. Because it turns out YouTube now handles podcasting.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know this either, but yeah, we have a full fucking podcast here.
Alright, well that's convenient.
Yeah, so this is now there. I implemented it the other week, and whenever you actually click one of our newest videos, go away. Thank you. There we go. You can actually see just there. It is under Panther Talks podcast. If you click that, it will take you to all of the videos. We do have them all linked. I make sure to publish them all correctly, even though 32 wasn't in there, so I had to re-add it and then drag it into place. Because it likes to be a bit of a bitch sometimes. But
Doesn't it?
yeah, but it's all working, and yeah, I think it looks actually quite nice. Nice little system. Pretty sure it's going to work on YouTube Music. I will just check that. I've not actually done so, so it would be interesting. This isn't YouTube Music. This is YouTube Music.
What are you clicking on? I have
YouTube.
no idea what you're doing right now.
Oh no, you don't. I accidentally removed it.
Accidentally, he says.
There you go. I'll actually just show you because I'm sorry, I've just realised I've removed it. Yeah, we've got a little tab here called podcasts. Then we have this list here, and this is how it all comes up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks really nice to be honest and smart. I need to put something. Oh, apparently I did. This is what the channel's all about, really. Yeah, that sounds like me. Probably came across it at stupid o'clock in the morning and just kind of went, oh, what the fuck? But what do I type? But yeah, that's just one thing I really wanted to cover. And if you click here, as I said, that will take you straight to the list as well. So all of them are in here. You'll be able to watch everything. Thank you to everyone who commented. We're beyond thankful for it. Would you like to just cover what people gave as their reasons before?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, so we'll start with the first person, I think. Because originally I was going to do a TikTok side to it, but we decided to remove it because, to be honest, people were just in a bit of a kerfuffle because TikTok, some people just don't want it. I understand because I was once part-time on that bandwagon.
Same.
But they put, hello, is TikTok mandatory? Because I don't have an account. I would like to play Starfield because it's a brand new universe from Bethesda in 25 years, and I'm curious about what they've created. Understandable, I was the exact same way. Next person, Doomy6799. This is one of my most my anticipated games. Building ships, exploring uncharted territories, and experiencing a captivating story, along with all the other features that are typical of a Bethesda game. I really want to play this game. Thank you so much for the chance. Which I can fully get behind as well. Everything that these people have put really just kind of captivated me, because I really love to hear what the reasons why people were so interested.
There's plenty to be curious about when it comes to their new worlds as well.
100%. So our winner for this giveaway, Stevie19, put, I'm very curious about the story, but in particular about the customization of the ships, and if I understand correctly, there is also something about housing, and he was very excited about that. There is base building, a bit like Fallout 3, except they added a top-down camera to control it all, and it's so much easier if you switch to that view. You don't need to, but you can, and I do prefer it. SteeDG91. The thing that interests me the most about Starfield being a Bethesda game is the story and the choices you can make, hopefully having a major impact on the story. Besides, the combat system I've seen seems to be very cool and funny. Thanks for the giveaway. Last two here. So we got DHT255. I just love Bethesda games and sci-fi. My favourite game ever is Fallout 4, but I can't buy Starfield because of the economic situation in Argentina. Thank you for the chance. I'm sorry to hear about the economic situation there, and I'm sorry that you didn't win, but thank you for participating. And then finally, we've got our most recent comment from 3 hours ago. I think the game is really good, but I doubt Starfield would win a Game of the Year, as the internet has mixed opinions on it for some reason. Still, Starfield is an impressive game, and I would love to try it out. The enemy AI does seem a bit janky. They shoot like Star Troopers. However, the scenery and ship customization are truly stunning. I love the RPG element of it and having the choice to choose different outcomes. I still don't know if it has multiple endings or not, but the game is quite big. I've been excited for Starfield's release since it was announced. Thanks a bunch for hosting this giveaway. As Bethesda was cruel with their regional pricings, I would love to participate in this giveaway. Thanks a ton again. Heart.
Well, Floppy, if you're worried about the AI, I'm sure soon enough someone will make a hardcore mod where they'll absolutely destroy you.
Guaranteed. Happened in Fallout 4. My Fallout 4 mod playlist is actually mental. I do not recommend. They kill me more than I kill myself in that game, and that says a lot. But no, I thank you all for your messages. They were all lovely to read. And yeah, just thank you all again for your support and for subscribing and joining in on this giveaway. With that all said, though, I have nothing else, unless Will does.
No,
which,
not for now.
Yeah, it's like a 1 in a million chance that Will will actually go, yeah, I've got something.
What do you mean? I've done them like multiple times.
Yeah, 3 times.
And we've got 33 episodes, so I don't think your math is correct there, buddy.
We've got 33 episodes. You've done it 3 times.
1 in a million doesn't sound right.
We're on about 1 in a million. It's
That's what
1 in
you said.
11.
Listen here, boy. Screw you. Well, how about that?
I see how it is. But
Or do
yeah.
you?
Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, if that's everything then, I guess we just do our usual.
Yep,
So,
seems like we're at the end of the day.
it does indeed. So, thank you all for watching. Once again, thank you all to everyone who participated and subscribed over the last week. It has been immense to see. So we thank
And
you all for that.
congratulations once again to Steve.
Yep, congratulations. As we said with that, just leave a comment with your Discord or some username that we can add you on and we'll get in contact. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do feel free to hit that subscribe, like button, leave a comment. What would you like them to comment this time, Will?
Never you mind. Because apparently I don't say anything on it after.
Oh, here we go. Whinging again. Okay, seeing as we're talking about Payday, if you've got an interest in Payday, or you think it could be an interesting experience, please let me know what you think in the comments. I think it'd be interesting to see what people's thoughts are. Or what game you're looking forward to in the next 12 months. Interesting ones. I'm interested in both, so please feel free.
Interesting ones. What do you consider an interesting game, sir?
No, I mean interesting questions. No, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye for now.
Have a good one, guys.